So the first thing I do is prime my face. I'm using a silicone based primer because I have oily skin. It helps. I have a lot of redness, so that kind of helps to be a base for my foundation to go on. Guys, trust me, like primer really helps your makeup. And I'm using two of my favorite foundation, both from Maybelline. I'm using two different ones because of the colors. I feel the color combo gives me what I want. And I'm using a beauty blender to dab that into my skin. I think if there's any makeup trick I've really learned with blending my foundation and making it look good and last is to lightly dab. Like, people press and drag and it looks messy. I feel like when you lightly dab, it really helps your foundation look good. So I'm just lightly dabbing everywhere, putting it on my neck, into my hairline. If my ears are gonna show, I put it into my ears. Well, not into my ears, but like on my ears, because you want to look the same color, you know. You don't want like some places a different color and some places your foundation color. So I put it everywhere. I try not to put it under my eyes because that's where my concealer goes, and I don't want there to be too much product under my eyes. So that's what I do. And we're dabbing and we're dabbing and we're dabbing. So now I'm taking my concealer. My LA Girl has been my go-to for years. Like, I'm not changing anytime soon. I'm putting that under my eyes. I put very little and I drag it. I don't put too much product under my eyes. And now I've taken another concealer. I'm going to put that concealer on the screen, and I'm putting it in the other areas where I want to sort of highlight. And if I've got any pimples or anything showing, I put it on there to cover that shit up. And using my same beauty blender, I am blending lightly into my foundation. Remember, no dragging, just buff it, tap it. Like, I wish I could really explain it better, but this is just like what I do, and it goes in. And now this is where some people may get freaked out. I don't set under my eyes with a baking or setting powder. I use a pressed powder. The one I use is from Milani. I use that to first set under my eyes. I used to use a baking powder and under my eyes would just look weird. And I started trying to do it this way, and trust me, it like just helped so much. I'm sure you guys can see the difference. So I set all over my face with the pressed powder first before I use a baking powder. So I don't know, you can try this and see if it helps your makeup, if your makeup looks better, if your makeup lasts. For me, it really like helps my makeup last. It helps my makeup look better. That's just what I do. You know. So remember, drag product, you know, across your neck. If your shoulders or chest are gonna show, you can put some powder there. Now I take my baking powder. I really love this one. The name is gonna be on the screen because it is so yellow. I love it because it's so yellow. And I put it under my eyes. And if you guys can see, I use very little. I don't know how people put so much baking powder under their eyes or whatever and their makeup still looks good. For me, if I try to do that, I look crazy. So sometimes makeup is just about doing what works for you. It's not always about what everyone else is doing. And now we're off to contour. My Anastasia contour palette, it has suffered. I'm sure you can see it has been with me like through hell. So I use it and I contour, around my forehead, my cheeks. I do light contour. I don't do cream contour. I only do powder contour. because like I said, oily skin, so I try to avoid putting like a lot of creamy products on my face. Bless you, Jessica. The powder was getting into my nose, and I purposely left this bit in so that you guys tell me bless you or write bless you, so I get a lot of blessings this year. So yeah, we're contouring. I do a very light nose contour. I'm not like one that's crazy for like that snatched nose or whatever. Like, I like my fat nose. So yeah, and I take a little of the light powder from the palette and still just go over under my eyes, because I want my eyes to look as bright as possible. And now we're doing blush. I use a mix of the NARS, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I actually take an orange color from my Huda Beauty palette to use as blush. So yeah, that's it. And now onto my brows. There's not really much to say. Like, I just outline my brows. I really like a very natural looking eyebrow. I don't try to do anything crazy. I just outline my brows, fill it in, and that's it. You know, I'm not really that good with brows, so I try not to do too much. I want it to look natural, so I'm going in like upward strokes, and you see that I am not pressing the tip of the pen into my brow. I'm kind of using the body of the tip to just go in, and I brush and brush and brush into the brow until it is seamless. Like, for me, I hate seeing brows that are so like thick and you can see the strokes. That's like, it drives me crazy. Again, doing concealer under my brows, I use very little concealer, you guys. Like, I see videos and people use so much concealer to do their brows, and I don't know how people do that. For me, maybe it works for them, but it just doesn't work for me. And if it's not working for you, just try using like very little product. For me, my makeup, I try to make my makeup as natural looking. I mean, we all know it's not natural, but I just try to make it as natural looking as possible. You know, I like very light, simple makeup. I don't like crazy stuff. So I just do it that way, and it works for me. So you can try it out. And guys, trust me, when it comes to concealer under brows, blending is so important. You see, I have a second brush I use to blend even after putting concealer. I hate seeing like lines on people's brows. Like, you know, when you can see the concealer line, like, nah, that thing drives me crazy. So have a different brush. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Why do I keep acting like I'm throwing something off of the brush? It's like, it's so hilarious and funny. I don't know what I'm doing here. But like I said, blending is very important. And look at that. Look at that. I swear, you guys, brows is life. I just look like a human being now. So now I'm using another pressed powder to just go over my face. I like using this one because it's a bit darker. So sometimes if I feel my face is looking a bit too bright, I go over that. And I do my contour again. So next is the eyeshadow. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys. I didn't even know what eyeshadow look I was doing until I finished the look. That's how real it is. I'm not really crazy about eyeshadow. Like, most of the times, I promise I'm not wearing eyeshadow. So I tried to do an eyeshadow look for this video, and I'm just gonna tell you guys like what I used. I'm gonna put on the screen what I used, and you can just watch and see. I'm no eyeshadow expert, so please. Yo, this is a quick disclaimer. In the final pictures I took after I finished making the video, I decided for my eyes that I didn't want it to be as glittery as it turned out to be. So if you notice in the pictures, my eye looks a bit more yellow, sort of mustard and more matte. That's because after I finished the video, I went over on my eyes and I covered up the glitter a little with more yellow eyeshadow. So if you prefer the look you see in the video, that's wonderful. If you want the one you see in the picture, then that's just what you have to do. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there real quick. So I feel like everything else was really self-explanatory. That's why I haven't commented. I feel everything else you can just watch and see what I'm doing and follow along. Now for this final part, I want to tell you guys, this is a secret I used to get my slick hair. I mean, my hair was already slick because I have straightened it, but what I do is I go over it with the Got2b Freeze Blast. I spray it on my brush. I don't spray it directly to the hair. I just spray a little on my brush and then I brush down the hair. That way, if there's any flyaways, you know, in certain areas, they all lie down and the hair will be slick and straight for the rest of your day. So that's the trick that I use, and you know, you can try it out and let me know how it works and if you like it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. The day I filmed this video, I wasn't able to do an outro because there was a party next to my house and they were making so much goddamn noise. But thank you guys so much for watching this. This is me editing this video right now, doing this. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe. I am begging you, please. I know I haven't been consistent, but we have a plan for 2019. So please subscribe, please like this video, please share this video, please tag your friends, please comment. I am begging you, please. And if I didn't say this before, I wish you guys a happy new year, and just not a happy new year, an amazing new year. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.